You got it. Okay. Is everybody all set? Yeah. Okie doke. Okay. I'd like to call the town board meeting of June 3rd, 2023 to order. Please rise and join us for the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Please remain standing for a moment of silence to remember those who served our country in the past and for those who continue to protect our country today. Thank you. Please make a note the emergency exits are the door you came in and the door behind us. At this time, I make a motion to open the continuation of the public hearing on amended short-term rentals at 7 p.m. Second, all in favor?
Aye.
The public hearing is opened. The town clerk, have you received any written comments?
I have not.
Okay. And has the resolution and the affidavit of publication of the official notice been entered into the record?
Yes, it has.
Thank you. Okay, at this time, we welcome public comments on the amended short-term rental and remind everyone of the 3 minutes. Okay. No one has signed up for this, so I am going to close the public hearing. I make a motion to close the public hearing.
I'll second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The public hearing for the amended short-term rental is now closed at
7:02 p.m.
7:02. Okay, our next public hearing doesn't start till 7:15. So what I will do is do my comments, run through the agenda items, and at 7:15 we will break for the public hearing for that. So the resolution number 1 is the minutes. Resolution number 2 is the local law number 4, amending chapter 126.1 short-term rentals and chapter 155 zoning of the code of the town of Beekman. Resolution number 3 is our budget revisions. Resolution number 4 is our local law number 5 of the year 2023, chapter 80, public and private fireworks display and storage. Resolution number 5 is approving the application and certification for the payment number 4 for the Beekman Recreation Baseball Field Project Rec 1 project. The project finished up beautifully and it looks wonderful, and I'm hoping everyone gets to enjoy it this season. Resolution number 6 is amending the highway garage improvements capital project authorization. Resolution number 7 is adopting the local law number 4 of the year, amending chapter 126.1 short-term rentals and chapter 155 zoning of the code of the town of Beekman. And resolution number 8 is our band concert for August 11th at 6 p.m. and the band is The Blend. I hope everyone comes out and enjoys it. It's a nice evening. And then resolution number 9 is our payment of claims. I have no one signed up for public comment for the agenda items, so we can start with the agenda items, Werner.
Whereas Town Clerk Lorraine Ebatantuato has provided copies of the minutes of the May 23rd, 2023 Town Board meeting to all members of the Beekman Town Board, and whereas Town Board members have had the opportunity to review said minutes, now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board hereby accepts the minutes of the May 23rd, 2023 Town Board meeting.
I'll second.
Okay, Town Board discussion. Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Stiegler?
Abstain, I was out of town.
Councilman Matalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limek?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
And Supervisor Gavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Resolution number 2, resolution of the town board of the town of Beekman adopting a negative declaration for local law 4 of the year 2023, amending chapter 126.1 short-term rentals and Chapter 155 zoning of the Code of the Town of Beekman. Whereas the Town of Beekman Town Board is considering the adoption of local law entitled Local Law Number 4 of the year 2023, amending Chapter 126.1 short-term rentals and Chapter 155 zoning of the Code of the Town of Beekman. And whereas the Town Board has determined that the proposed action is a Type 1 action pursuant to Article 8 of the Environmental Conservation Law, Part 617 NYCRR, commonly known as SECRA. And whereas the Town Board has determined that the proposed law is an action for which there are no other involved agencies, and that the Town Board is therefore, by default, the lead agency for this action. And whereas the attorney to the town has prepared a full environmental assessment form, FEAF, regarding the proposed local law, which FEAF analyzes the potential environmental impacts regarding said local law. And whereas the Town Board has reviewed the local law and the full environmental assessment form, now therefore be it resolved that the Town Board of the Town of Beekman hereby adopts the attached negative declaration for the reasons stated therein, thereby finding that the proposed law entitled Local Law Number 4 of the year 2023, amending Chapter 126.1 short-term rentals and Chapter 155 zoning of the Code of the Town of Beekman will have no significant adverse impact upon the environment, and thereby ending the secret process with respect to the said local law. And be further resolved that the town clerk shall cause a negative declaration to be circulated to the involved agencies and to have it published in the environmental notice bulletin as required by secret regulations.
I'll second.
Thank you. Town Board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Stiegler.
Aye.
Councilman Badalini.
Aye.
Councilman Limak.
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman.
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Resolution number 3, approve Town of Beekman budget revisions 2023-5. Whereas the Town of Beekman's accounting office recommends certain budget revisions based on department requests and/or accounting office review and analysis of expenditures or revenues. Now therefore be it resolved that the following itemized revisions are approved by the Town of Beekman Town Board identified as budget revision number 2023-05 as follows.
I'll second.
Thank you. Town Board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Stiegler.
Aye.
Councilman Badalini.
Aye.
Councilman Limak.
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman.
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Resolution number 4.
Oh, wait. We have to have the public hearing for resolution number 4.
You want me to skip over
You
it?
skip over it and you do 5. What time is it? Just wait 1 second.
7:08.
Okay, so we have a couple of minutes before the public hearing.
Great.
So, go ahead.
Okay, resolution number 5. Whereas the Town of Beekman is a party to a contract with Sport Tech Construction Corp., the contractor for the project known as the Beekman Recreation Baseball Field 1, and whereas a contractor has submitted an application and certification for payment number 4, dated May 17, 2023, requesting final payment of the item on the payments application continuation sheet with a total complete value of $156,000, less previous payment totaling $148,200 for a total of $7,800 plus the release of the retainage, see attachment. And whereas the contractor has requested full payment of the items of the continuation sheet that is attached to the payment request application covering the period of April 14, 2023 through May 7, 2023. And whereas the town engineer has reviewed the request and agreed with the quantity of work completed per the continuation sheet of application number 4 and has recommended the town board make payment as requested. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board hereby authorizes the supervisor of the Town of Beekman to make a final payment to Sport Tech Construction Corp. requested in application and certification for payment number 4 in the amount not to exceed $7,800. The 1-year warranty period will commence upon final payment.
I'll second.
Town Board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Stiegler.
Aye.
Councilman Badalini.
Aye.
Councilman Limak.
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman.
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci.
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Whereas the Town Board of the Town of Beekman previously approved $2,500 capital project authorization for the highway garage improvements in Resolution 092722-3, and whereas the town deems it appropriate to increase the authorization to $350,000 based on the new project cost estimates. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Beekman authorizes a new authorization of $350,000 for the highway garage improvements with an added transfer from the general fund of $100,000.
Just point, that's 250,000?
Yes, you had said 250,
I'm
so
sorry.
that's okay. A second?
I'll second.
Okay. Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Stiegler?
Aye.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Just 1 second. What time is it?
7:11.
Okay, go ahead, Warner.
Yep.
Aye.
Where are we up to? 7? Okay. Whereas the town of Beekman introduced a local law known as Local Law Number 4 of the year 2023, amending Chapter 126.1, short-term rentals, and Chapter 155, zoning of the Code of the town of Beekman. And whereas public hearings were duly held on May 9th, May 23rd, and June 7th of the Town Hall, 4 Main Street, Bucquoik, New York, regarding a local law number 4 of the year 2023. And whereas the town board was given the opportunity to hear concerns of all Beekman residents, and whereas pursuant to GML 239-M, the proposed local law was sent to the Town of Beekman Planning Board and the Dutchess County Department of Planning and Development, which determined that the local law was a matter of local concern, but which provided comments on the proposed law. And whereas the town board duly considered all of the county's comments and made changes to the proposed local law in response to the same, and whereas the revised local law has sat upon the desks of the board members for the required period of time, and whereas the town board has determined that the matter is a type 1 action under SECRA, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Beekman does hereby determine that the proposed local law will not have an adverse effect on the environment as set forth in the secret determination of non-significance, negative declaration for this matter. And be it further resolved, the town board of the town of Beekman does hereby affirm and adopt local law number 4 of the year 2023, amending Chapter 126.1, short-term rentals, and Chapter 155, zoning of the Code of the Town of Beekman. And be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to file a copy of the local law with the New York State Secretary of State.
I'll second that.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Stiegler?
Aye.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman?
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
The time?
7:14.
Okay.
Resolution number 8, approve entertainment for band concert at Town Center Park. Whereas the 2023 recreation budget included funding for the entertainment for events for the summer months. Now therefore be it resolved that the following expenditure be approved in the amount of $250 for live music performed by The Blend to perform at Town Center Park Pavilion on August 11, 2023 at 6 p.m.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Stiegler?
Aye.
Councilman Badalini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Warman? Aye. And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Okay, we got 1 more minute.
Okay. 1 more minute?
It's 7:15 now.
7:15.
It's 7:15
It's
now, okay.
7:15 now.
Great, okay. So, at this time, I make a motion to open the public hearing on public and private fireworks and storage at
7:15.
7:15.
I'll second.
Okay, all in favor?
Aye.
I need the resolution read. Would you like to read that?
Sure. Resolution number 4, whereas the town board of the town of Beekman introduced local law number 5 of 2023 entitled Chapter 80 Public and Private Fireworks Display and Storage on May 23rd, 2023, and whereas the town board members had the opportunity to review the proposed local law and has sat on the desks of the town board for the required period of time, and whereas a public hearing was duly held on June 7th, 2023 at Town Hall 4 Main Street, Poquay, New York, regarding local law number 5 of 2023, and whereas at this public hearing, the town board members considered any public comments received during the public hearing as well as any written comments received, and whereas the town board has determined that the matter is a type 2 action under SEQR and no further environmental reviews is required, now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Beekman does hereby affirm and adopt local law number 5 of 2023 entitled Chapter 80, Public and Private Firework Display and Storage, and be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to file a copy of this local law with the New York State Secretary of State.
Thank you.
Madam Supervisor, before roll call vote, has there been any comment?
That's what I was, has there been any written comments?
No, nothing
Okay.
at all.
Is there anybody here in the audience
Yep.
that wishes to have make any comment on
Any
this?
comment about the public hearing, about the fireworks law? No? Okay. Anybody here have any discussion?
Please make a motion to close the public hearing.
I make a motion to close the public hearing.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
The public
Aye.
hearing is closed at
7:17 PM.
7:17 PM. And then I will read the resolution again, but whereas the town board of the town of Beekman introduced local law number 5 of 2023 entitled Chapter 80, Public and Private Fireworks Display and Storage on May 23rd, 2023. And whereas the town board members had the opportunity to review the proposed local law and it has sat on the desks of the town board for the required period of time, and whereas the public hearing was duly held on June 7th, 2023 at Town Hall 4 Main Street, Poquay, New York regarding local law number 5 of 2023. Whereas at this public hearing, the town board members considered any public comments received during the public hearing, as well as any written comments received. And whereas the town board has determined that the matter is a type 2 action under SEQR and no further environmental review is required. Now therefore be it resolved that the town board of the town of Beekman does hereby affirm and adopt local law number 5 of 2023 entitled Chapter 80, Public and Private Fireworks Display and Storage, and be it further resolved that the town clerk is hereby authorized and directed to file a copy of this local law with the New York State Secretary of State.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote.
Councilman Stiegler? Councilman Bedellini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Norman?
Aye.
And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Who would like to read Resolution 9 since we've gone all out?
I'll do it.
Okay, thank you. Mike Rhodes.
Whereas the bookkeeper has audited and approved claims pursuant to Section 119 of Town Law set forth in the attached abstracts, be it resolved that payment therefore is hereby authorized as follows. Claims to be paid from the A General Fund, $70,984.09. Claims to be paid from the DA Highway Fund, $112,089.15. Claims to be paid from the SS Dover Ridge Sewer, $600.78. Claims to be paid from the SW Dover Ridge Water, $619.50. Claims to be paid from the T Trust Fund, $5,773.75. Claims to be paid from the H Capital Fund, $84,582.67, for a total of $224,649.94. 52523, payroll number 11, General Fund, $35,389.67. Highway Fund, $21,662.14, for a total of $57,051.81.
I'll second.
Town board discussion? Hearing none, roll call vote, please.
Councilman Stiegler?
Aye.
Councilman Bedellini?
Aye.
Councilman Limak?
Aye.
Councilwoman Norman? Aye. And Supervisor Cavucci?
Aye.
Resolution passes.
Okay. Do we have any other town board business?
I have a list of the concerts in the park this Friday evening. Hopefully, it'll be a lovely evening. We're going to have noise in the basement from 6 to 8 at Town Center Park. And on Friday, July 28th, we will have the clique at Town Center Park, the same hours, 6 to 8. Food trucks will be available. Bring a lawn chair and enjoy the evening. And this evening, we also put on the schedule for August 11th, the Blend, which will be there from 6 to 8 at Town Center Park also.
Thank you. Anybody else?
I just have one thing I just wanted to say really quick. So I just wanted to say thank you to everyone. The Memorial Day Parade and the ceremony was awesome, I thought. The weather was great. I just wanted to say thank you to a couple of people. I wanted to thank Julian and Mrs. Hogan for their help with the flags. Mrs. Hogan bought some flags for us, and Julian hung them along the parade route. The Grand Marshal and the guest speaker, the Goss family, and Lisa Ritter on all of their hard work on the Veterans Float, Frank on the float that he did for all of the elected officials, and all around, it was just, I thought, a great day. And the fire department, Ezio, thank you for a wonderful barbecue. So thank you, everybody who helped.
And thanks to Frank, it was the first year
We've had a float.
That's what I'm here for.
The float, well, it was very enjoyable.
I'd like to say thank you to Laureen, who planned the whole event, and it turned out wonderful. Thank you for your hard work.
You're welcome, thank you. I'm glad it turned out great.
Great. And then I just want to remind people that on the front of the town website, on the right-hand side, there's a place where people can sign up for email alerts, and I'm just reminding people, you know, if there's something that we're going to send out an email blast. The Rex has one. In addition, if they wanted to sign up there or at the Rex, they could have an email blast sent out. I have, let's see, our next town board meeting is Tuesday, June 20th at 7 p.m. And now there's time. Julian, you signed up for public comments? Take your time. No rush, Julian.
I'd like to thank Lorraine and I thank Amy to put that parade so good. And the biggest thank I wanted recognized as the fire department. Those guys do so much. They do traffic, they close the road, they open the road, and I was very impressed with that arrangement they put with the ladder and the big flag. So you guys, for, you know, give all your time, you do it. You made that parade very good. So that's all I want for complaint. No
Thank you.
complaint.
Thanks, Julian.
Thank you, Julian.
Thanks again for your help.
You were there, right? Okay.
Thank you, Julian.
Had the white cap on.
All right. Okay, I make a motion to adjourn the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
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 For what? Oh,
Did you guys have something to say?
because we generally do sign up at the beginning. Sure, that's okay. We have the guidelines hanging at the back, but I'll give you the brief. It's 3 minutes, so please join us.
All right, my name is Daniel Cortuccio. Mayor, we've spoken over the phone
Yes.
the past couple of weeks regarding the town's codes regarding the outdoor wood boiler ban that you guys have in place. And I was just looking for information as to why we have that in place. I know we spoke about having it be possibly because people were burning trash, and my comment is they're approved for the EPA and the DEC for New York State. They are approved. And I was just wondering why the town has a ban on them when that seems to be like a little bit of preemption for me regarding a local law being more restrictive or enforcing something that the state actually allows. So that's something that I wanted to either find out some information regarding it or find out as to why that ban was put into place. When I looked at the information that was available to me online back in 2006, if I'm correct, is when the town of Beekman put the ban on the outdoor wood boilers. However, in 2011 or 2012, the EPA came out with approved devices that people can use to heat their home. And I have here in front of me the 2011-2012 regular sessions from the Senate of New York, and it says that Section 1 legislative intent finds that wood is a sustainable and renewable resource, and that burning clean wood for heat reduces our dependence on more costly foreign non-renewable sources of energy. And if you go on the DEC website, there is a list of approved outdoor wood boilers. So that's a cost-effective way that I can heat my home for my family. And I was just looking on more information as to why we have that ban, or if it could possibly be relooked at.
So
I think that might be
there's
3
two
minutes.
things, okay? The first thing is, this is generally, and you haven't been here before, general comment. It's not a question and answer, okay?
Understood.
But I'm going to answer because you heard that. That's what's in the guidelines. Your wife and I had a conversation, and I had explained that I had a busy week and that I would do some research, and then I would share it with the town board, and we would have a discussion, including with our town attorney, and look at it, and then I would get back to you. So at this point, as I had shared with your wife, I was not going to be able to
Understood.
have the information. So I apologize for not being able to answer your questions. But I will do the research. We will look at it, as I assured your wife, and we would revisit it, and then I would let you know.
Absolutely, and I appreciate your help with this matter, and we were just a little unsure of how to go about this. We weren't sure if we figured starting at our local government would be a good place to start, so that's why we're here, and I thank you, everyone, for your time.
Thank you.
Did you want to leave something? Do you have?
No, I have.
You have
I
that?
have a variety of emails. Okay. So with that, I make a motion to close the meeting.
Second.
All in favor?
Aye.
Okay, thank you.
7:27.
7, good.